At Wellness 60 to 100, we're revealing how a simple, often overlooked sign in your loved one's eyes could be an early indicator of brain decline. Changes in eye movement, pupil response, or the way they track objects might seem harmless, but they could signal something more serious. In this video, we'll explore how these subtle clues can be the first sign of cognitive issues, and how early detection is key to ensuring healthy aging and maintaining brain health for the years ahead. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, a board-certified geriatrician. The eyes can reveal much more than we realize about brain health. Subtle changes in eye behavior, like difficulty focusing or unusual pupil reactions, can be early indicators of cognitive decline. In this video, I'll walk you through how these signs might predict cognitive issues and the importance of early detection for healthy aging. In today's video, we're exploring a critical, yet often overlooked, sign that your loved one's eyes could be hiding, a potential brain decline signal. Changes in eye movement, pupil reaction, or how they track objects may seem trivial, but they can indicate early stages of cognitive issues like dementia or Alzheimer's disease. Dr. Emily Carter, a geriatric expert, will explain how these eye-related changes are often the first clues in diagnosing cognitive decline. Understanding these early signs is essential for healthy aging, as early detection can help slow progression and lead to better management. Stay tuned as we uncover this critical information. When it comes to cognitive decline, one of the most subtle yet significant indicators can be found in your loved one's eyes. Changes in eye movement, such as difficulty tracking objects or slow pupil reaction, are often dismissed as a normal part of aging. However, these changes can be early warning signs of cognitive decline and neurological issues. In the context of healthy aging, paying attention to these changes can help catch cognitive issues before they become more severe. Research has shown that certain areas of the brain responsible for vision and movement control are also closely linked to memory and cognitive function. As the brain begins to age or show signs of cognitive decline, the eye's ability to track movement or respond to light can be affected. For instance, when the eyes struggle to focus on moving objects or when the pupils react abnormally to changes in light, it may indicate that the brain's processing abilities are becoming impaired. This can be particularly important when these eye changes are consistent and occur over time. One of the most telling signs in terms of eye behavior is the difficulty with smooth, coordinated eye movement. As the brain starts to decline, it may struggle to process visual information, leading to jerky or uncoordinated eye movements. These symptoms are often linked to cognitive decline, especially in conditions like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. If a loved one starts having trouble following your finger or tracking an object smoothly with their eyes, it might be time to take notice. Pupil reaction is another crucial factor. Normally, when exposed to light, the pupils constrict. However, if your loved one's pupils are sluggish or don't react to light changes as they once did, it could point to issues in the brain. This subtle shift can indicate early signs of neurodegeneration and cognitive impairment. Recognizing these early signs of cognitive decline by observing eye movements and pupil reactions is key to healthy aging. By noticing these changes early, you can encourage timely intervention and take proactive steps toward preserving brain health. In addition to changes in eye movement, pupil dilation is another subtle yet significant indicator of cognitive decline. The way our pupils react to light can provide important clues about the brain's ability to function properly. Normally, pupils constrict in response to bright light and dilate in low light conditions. However, irregularities in this reflex can indicate underlying cognitive or neurological issues. As we age, these responses can slow down or become less consistent, which might suggest a decline in the brain's processing abilities. In individuals with early signs of dementia or Alzheimer's disease, pupil dilation may become sluggish or even absent. The inability to respond appropriately to changes in lighting can be a red flag. This is because the pupil's reaction to light is controlled by the autonomic nervous system, which is responsible for involuntary bodily functions like heart rate and breathing. The same part of the nervous system is affected in cognitive decline, making changes in pupil reaction a potential early sign of neurodegeneration. For example, when a loved one's pupils take longer to adjust to bright light or don't adjust at all, it's worth noting. Additionally, some studies have shown that excessive or prolonged dilation of the pupils, especially when exposed to light, could be associated with cognitive issues. This abnormal response suggests that the brain's ability to regulate sensory input, particularly visual information, is compromised. Changes in pupil size and reaction may seem insignificant, but when combined with other signs of cognitive decline, they could be an early warning sign of a more serious condition. In the context of healthy aging, paying attention to these subtle signs can help detect early cognitive issues. Monitoring eye reactions and pupil behavior, alongside other indicators like memory loss or confusion, can offer insight into the brain's health. If you notice any irregular pupil behavior, it's crucial to consult a healthcare provider for further evaluation and early intervention. The earlier cognitive decline is detected, the better the chances of slowing its progression and maintaining cognitive function. Early recognition of pupil dilation abnormalities can help improve outcomes and lead to better management of cognitive health as you age. Whether through lifestyle changes, medication, or other interventions, taking action early is essential for preserving brain health. One of the most noticeable signs of early cognitive decline often occurs in the way we use our eyes to track moving objects. Eye tracking difficulties are frequently overlooked, but they can serve as an important early warning sign of brain dysfunction. As we age, the brain's ability to coordinate eye movements may deteriorate, making it harder to follow objects smoothly or focus on fast-moving stimuli. This loss of coordination in eye movement can be particularly indicative of cognitive impairment and may signal the early stages of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's disease. In a healthy aging brain, eye tracking is a seamless process where the eyes follow an object smoothly, whether it's a moving car, a person walking, or a ball being thrown. However, as cognitive decline sets in, this process can become disjointed. Seniors may experience difficulty keeping their eyes focused on a moving object, causing their eyes to jerk or dart, rather than following the motion smoothly. This may seem like a minor issue at first, but it's a sign that the brain is struggling to process visual information as effectively as it once did. Research has shown that eye tracking difficulties are linked to changes in the brain's cognitive areas responsible for coordination and processing. As cognitive decline progresses, these areas of the brain begin to atrophy, leading to issues with basic functions like focusing and tracking. When this occurs, the brain becomes less efficient at processing complex information, which can affect not only visual tasks but also memory, attention, and reasoning abilities. If you notice that a loved one is having trouble following your finger or keeping up with moving objects, it could be an early sign of cognitive decline. These symptoms are especially concerning if they occur alongside other cognitive changes, such as forgetfulness or difficulty with communication. Recognizing these signs early allows for timely intervention, which is crucial for slowing down the progression of cognitive impairment and preserving brain health for healthy aging. While eye tracking difficulties are subtle and often dismissed as normal aging, they can be one of the first indicators of cognitive decline. By paying attention to these changes, you can take proactive steps to help your loved one maintain their independence and cognitive function. Early detection and intervention can improve outcomes and ensure better long-term care. Changes in the way the eyes respond to light can be an early indicator of cognitive decline. The ability of our pupils to adjust to light, known as the pupillary light reflex, is a vital function controlled by the brain. When the brain begins to experience changes due to aging or neurodegenerative diseases, this reflex may become sluggish or impaired. While it may seem like a minor issue, abnormalities in this response can signal deeper problems, particularly in the context of healthy aging. Normally, when exposed to bright light, the pupils constrict to protect the retina from damage. This reaction is a critical function of the brain's autonomic nervous system, which controls involuntary actions like heartbeat, breathing, and pupil dilation. However, when the brain begins to experience cognitive decline, the pupillary light reflex can become slower or less efficient. This delay in pupil constriction can be a sign that the brain is not processing sensory information as effectively, which is often seen in conditions like Alzheimer's disease or Parkinson's disease. Research has shown that changes in pupil response can occur long before other symptoms of cognitive decline become apparent. For example, seniors who exhibit slower pupil constriction or a lack of reaction to light changes may be experiencing early signs of neurodegeneration. These changes are often subtle and can be easily overlooked, but they provide important clues about brain health. It's important to recognize that these changes are not just related to aging but could be an early indicator of cognitive impairment. Monitoring your loved one's eye response to light can be a simple, non-invasive way to keep an eye on their brain health. If you notice irregularities in their pupil behavior, it might be worth discussing with a healthcare provider to rule out any underlying conditions. By understanding how eye changes relate to cognitive decline, you can take proactive steps to support healthy aging and seek early intervention if needed. Early detection and care are key to managing cognitive issues and maintaining independence for seniors. One often overlooked sign of cognitive decline is a change in the way a person maintains eye contact. Eye contact is a fundamental part of communication, and changes in this behavior can indicate early signs of cognitive issues. Seniors who begin to avoid eye contact, or who seem to have difficulty maintaining it, may be experiencing subtle changes in brain function. In the context of healthy aging, understanding these behavioral shifts is key to identifying potential cognitive decline early. Research has shown that people with early-stage dementia or Alzheimer's disease often exhibit difficulties in maintaining appropriate eye contact. This can occur for several reasons. First, cognitive decline can affect the brain's ability to process and respond to social cues. Second, as cognitive function declines, anxiety and confusion may increase, causing the individual to avoid direct eye contact due to discomfort or frustration. Both of these factors are linked to changes in the brain's ability to manage emotional responses and social interactions. For many seniors, avoiding eye contact is not a voluntary choice, but rather a symptom of their cognitive decline. It's important to differentiate between normal aging and potential signs of a deeper issue. When eye contact becomes consistently absent or strained, it may be a red flag that indicates the need for further evaluation. This change can often be subtle and overlooked, but recognizing it early can lead to faster intervention and better outcomes. In the context of healthy aging, addressing these changes early can make a big difference in slowing cognitive decline. Encouraging regular social interactions, maintaining a strong emotional connection with loved ones, and seeking professional support can help mitigate the effects of cognitive decline and improve the person's quality of life. Seniors who engage in meaningful conversations and social settings tend to fare better in preserving their cognitive abilities. If you notice a loved one avoiding eye contact or becoming uncomfortable during conversations, it's essential to pay attention. Early detection and intervention can lead to better outcomes and can help maintain the emotional and cognitive health of your loved one. Changes in visual perception are often some of the earliest, yet most overlooked, signs of cognitive decline. As we age, it's normal to experience some changes in vision, but when these changes become more noticeable or interfere with daily tasks, they may indicate early signs of neurological problems. Visual perception refers to the brain's ability to interpret and make sense of visual information, and cognitive decline can significantly impact this process. In the context of healthy aging, paying attention to these changes can help detect cognitive decline before it progresses too far. One of the key indicators of cognitive issues related to vision is difficulty recognizing objects, faces, or familiar environments. Seniors who experience this may struggle with tasks like identifying faces in photos, remembering the layout of their home, or even recognizing familiar objects in their surroundings. These challenges can often be mistaken for normal age-related changes in vision, but they may be linked to early signs of Alzheimer's disease or other types of dementia. As the brain begins to deteriorate, the visual cortex, which processes visual information, may become less effective at interpreting what the eyes are seeing, leading to confusion and difficulty. Another sign of visual perception changes is difficulty with depth perception and hand-eye coordination. Seniors who previously had no trouble with tasks like driving, cooking, or walking on uneven ground may begin to struggle with judging distances or performing tasks that require fine motor skills. These issues may seem subtle at first, but they can become more pronounced as cognitive decline progresses. Recognizing changes in visual perception is crucial for healthy aging, as it can allow for early intervention. If you notice that a loved one is having trouble recognizing objects or people, or if they are having difficulty with tasks that require depth perception, it's important to seek professional help. Early detection and intervention can help slow the progression of cognitive decline, improving the senior's ability to function independently and maintain a high quality of life. Visual perception changes, though often overlooked, are significant indicators of cognitive decline. By being aware of these signs and taking action early, we can help preserve brain function and ensure that our loved ones can age healthily and gracefully. If early signs of cognitive decline are ignored, the consequences can be severe. Without proper intervention, cognitive impairment can progress rapidly, leading to significant memory loss, confusion, and loss of independence. Seniors may struggle with daily tasks, increasing their reliance on caregivers. The emotional toll can also be significant, with feelings of frustration, anxiety, and depression exacerbating the situation. If left unchecked, these symptoms can significantly lower quality of life and accelerate the onset of conditions like Alzheimer's or other neurodegenerative diseases. Early detection and intervention are crucial for slowing cognitive decline and preserving independence. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, and I urge you to pay attention to any subtle changes in behavior, especially in your loved ones. Early signs of cognitive decline, such as changes in eye contact, mood, or visual perception, can be easily overlooked but are crucial for early diagnosis and intervention. If you notice that your loved one is struggling to maintain eye contact, showing confusion, or having difficulty recognizing familiar faces or objects, don't wait to act. Early intervention through lifestyle changes, such as increased social interaction, a brain-boosting diet, regular exercise, and mental exercises, can make a significant difference in slowing cognitive decline. Consult a healthcare provider as soon as possible for a thorough evaluation. The sooner cognitive changes are detected, the more effective treatment and lifestyle adjustments can be, ensuring a higher quality of life and a better path to healthy aging. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Subscribe to Wellness 60 to 100 for more insights on healthy aging and brain health. Share this video with anyone who might benefit, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Let's keep our minds and bodies healthy together.